Everyone sees me now as Tom Brady, as someone who has achieved 6 Super Bowls, great success in my professional career. But I would say when I was leaving high school, like you guys at the time that you are now, I had no idea that these things would become a part of my life. What I thought I could control was how hard I worked, the commitment I made to the other people on my team, the commitment I made to my family, the commitment I made to myself to continue to learn and improve. Those were really the important things that I was trying to continue to build on because they had served me well in high school. So when I got to Michigan, I'll tell you guys something. I was the 7th quarterback on the depth chart in football at the time when I got to school at Michigan, number 7. If you can imagine that, I was looking up on the depth chart at so many other guys I would never thought I'd get an opportunity to play. And my first year, I was a redshirt. I sat out the entire year. My second year, I ended up getting a chance to play. I think it was the 4th or 5th game of the year, and it was the first time I had ever stepped field at Michigan Stadium. There were a lot of people watching. We had a big lead, and they already removed a lot of the starters, and they put me in. And it was the start of the 4th quarter, and they gave me a pass play. The coaches called it in, and I dropped back, and I threw the pass, and I thought it was going to be a great pass. But I kind of made up my mind before where I wanted the pass to go before I had actually read the play out. So I threw it. The middle linebacker caught the pass, intercepted it, and ran it back about 45 yards for a touchdown. So my first ever career pass in college went the other way, a pick 6. And after that, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to get a chance to play again. And I took that hard lesson that I learned that day, and I tried to use it to improve myself, to improve that I was going to be ready when I got my next opportunity. And in my 3rd year, I fought really hard to try to become the starter, but I didn't. And in my 4th year, I finally got a chance to play. And for 2 years, I started at the University of Michigan, which was a great experience for me because it was kind of like a small pro football program. But I had learned to gain the respect of my teammates and coaches. They really trusted me. And I would say I had a very successful college career. But you know what was important was over the time of my career at Michigan, no one really saw me as a starting quarterback there either. But I believed I could be that. And then when I got drafted by the Patriots, nobody really thought that I could be a really high caliber player in pro football. But you know what? I believed I could. But I ended up fighting and working really hard my first year just through those lessons that I learned in college. And when I finally got my chance my second year, in the year 2001, I ended up, unfortunately, the starting quarterback got hurt in a game, and I went in at the end of the game. And I never really got taken off the field after that. And I've been able to do something that I've really loved to do for the last 19 years, which was play a sport I love. And do it not because it was just a sport, but because that sport taught me a lot about who I was. And it taught me a lot about discipline, about dedication, about commitment, about teamwork, and about leadership. And those values that I learned in sports have carried over to my family as well. Outside of my sport, those lessons that you learn in sport and being part of a school and being part of a team and being part of a community and being part of a family are all similar values. So think about that as you guys continue to move forward. I think the greatest lesson that I can impart on all of you guys is your future is going to be what you make of it. Because you're not going to be able to rely on people to do things for you. That's not the way life is. If you want to be great at something, you're going to have to put all your commitment and effort and discipline into doing just that. Things aren't handed to you as you get older. In fact, the things that I learned over the course of my life was the things that I actually worked for the most. That's what I valued the most. Where I put all my hard work and effort and dedication and discipline into, those were the things that really paid off. And when I faced really challenging times and really challenging obstacles, that's when I had to figure out deep down about myself what I was all about. And I realized that I can be more and make more of my own career than what a lot of people thought. And I'm still trying to do that today. I want you guys to achieve all that you set out to. It's going to take a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of obstacles. There's going to be a lot of challenges, but you guys are going to be the ones responsible for what you achieve.